A very good morning to one and all present over here. I am Manasvi Bahekar from SENTC, welcoming you all to SciTech Villegothon 2025. They say science is the poetry of reality and technology is its most powerful verse. For years, this institute has been the platform where the deep roots of scientific knowledge meet the high-flying aspirations of technical innovation. Today, we don't just host an event, we launch a mission. Get ready for the SciTech Villegothon, a groundbreaking platform where the technology meets humanity and brilliant minds craft innovative blueprints for the sustainable development of rural India. This is where innovation stands out of the lab and into the field. We are honored to launch this technical extravaganza in the presence of an assembly of distinguished leaders and visionaries. On behalf of the entire ASSM COE family, we extend a warm, heartfelt welcome to our respected management, faculty, and most importantly, our special guest. It is now time to seek the blessing of Ma Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge. For that, I humbly request our most esteemed guest and dignitaries, our chief guest, our respected principal, ET coordinator and SciTech Villegothon coordinator and judges of the event to kindly come forward and grace the dais for lighting of the lamp.
या कुन्देतु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करं प्रभुदेवी देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मा पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा.
The glow of this lamp is a testament to the power of knowledge and the spirit of innovation that is the very heart of engineering today. Thank you everyone. We will now proceed with the felicitation of dignitaries who have taken time out their demanding schedules to inspire us. We honor the highest authority and the shining beacon of inspiration for this inauguration. The Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Sri Krishna Sartade, is a revered figure whose career as a professor in the Department of Physics at SPPU Pune embodies the very essence of deep scientific exploration and academic excellence. We request our respected Principal Sir to felicitate our Honorable Chief Guest. Also, I request our Principal Sir to felicitate the judges of SciTech Villegothon, Dr. Sulochana Ma'am. I request Principal Sir to felicitate the judges of SciTech Villegothon, Dr. Sulochana Ma'am. And also to felicitate Dr. Vivek Kode sir. I request SciTech Villegothon judge Dr. Sulochana ma'am, to deliver the ultimate charge to the competitors.
Good morning, one and all. Respected chief guest, Principal Dr. Bormani sir, all the dignitaries, faculty members, and my dear students. It's my pleasure to be here as a judge for this event. The name of the event is a Villegothon. As the name indicates, it is a thon for the village related activities, village related some projects. I hope I will go through all the projects and get the knowledge about all these things. And this platform is open for you by this college to present your ideas, your innovations, some kind of discoveries also. What is the science? Science is the combination of our life and the nature's law. Everything in this nature is ruled by the laws, right? From the schooling time we are learning the science. Lot many books we have read, and the knowledge we have collected, that we are trying to apply to the real world problems. Here nowadays the AI is very popular, it became the buzzword, as well as the whole world is ruled by the AI only, artificial intelligence, and all the things are connected through this artificial intelligence. Nowadays you know the ChatGPT. What is it, ChatGPT? It is the huge knowledge collected on one platform, and we are extracting that knowledge and using that knowledge to apply to our problems, to solving our problems. This is nothing but the artificial intelligence. In last days, long back, the computer was invented, and that computer machine was only able to perform the calculations of addition of two numbers. And that machine size was just a mechanical, huge size was there, and it was kept in one room. Initially, that machine was invented by the Charles Babbage in 1945 in UK, England. Now, all the developments have done, and right now we are using a simple PC, personal computer, laptops, tabs, etc. These are capable of performing lot many operations using the artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, data science. All kind of knowledge and the tools and technologies are included in these machines. The programming is very fast. Within a second, we are getting the programs written at ready-made from the ChatGPT. But what it is? We have to apply our knowledge. Initially, the machines were invented by these scientists, and later on, in 1970, one microprocessor was invented, which was capable just like the personal computers. It was performing lot many operations. These are the inventions in the computer systems, and artificial intelligence is going to run the world, not only on the earth, but on the moon also. The Turing machine was first invented, and that was the machine intelligence. The scientist Turing has invented that machine, and he has developed that machine, and that was the starting of the artificial intelligence in 1950s. Later on, the softwares were developed, and the machine was become the intelligence, just like the Maslow's Pitts. He has tried to develop one artificial neuron, which was the similar to human brain neurons, and that was the base to develop the machine learning algorithms, and lot many neural network algorithms have been developed, which are quite intelligent, which are able to work like the humans. Likewise, the Elon Musk has developed the ChatGPT, and it was just the just the collection of the knowledge and the intelligence, and run by the machine learning algorithms. So these are the inventions and these are the developments which are developed till now, and henceforth also lot many inventions are possible, and those inventions are coming from your minds only, your ideas, your inventions, and your ideas are get help to the society also. You try to apply the knowledge to the real world problems and to develop, and you develop the projects likewise only, which will be useful for the humans, and it will make the human life easy. By these words, I will stop here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Your words are the foundational guidance for every student and faculty member. The hymn is steady, the course is clear, his visions guide us year after year. For the insight we seek and the wisdom he brings, we call upon our respected principal, Dr. D.S. Burmane sir.
Thank you. Good morning, one and all. अरे आवाज तुमची येत नाहीत राव. गुड मॉर्निंग. येस. आता कसं जरा एनर्जाइज वाटतं ना. Chief guest of today's function, Dr. Sri Krishna Sartale sir, Professor, Department of Physics, Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Today's expert to evaluate the ideas of various students, Dr. Son Kamble Madam, Professor in Computer Engineering, Nare Technical Campus, coordinator of this SciTech Villegothon competition, and our NSS coordinator, Dr. Nana Shejwal, overall ET coordinator, Mr. Praveen Tadkar, all heads of departments, faculty members, and dear students. First of all, I congratulate and appreciate all the students for participating in this particular event. And I appreciate Kamble Madam, Son Kamble Madam, कारण त्यांना इन्व्हेस्ट म्हणलं थोडं बोलून घ्या. And she has tried to elaborate the importance of AI. कम्प्युटरचे आहेत ना, त्यामुळं मला वाटलं. And you know guys, you are now really making use of this day to day. Sartale sir, you are coming first time, I hope, my college, so let me introduce about my college. This institute is started way back 1992 under the umbrella of All India Sri Shivaji Memorial Society, which is established way back 1917, 100 years back, by His Highness Excellency Srimant Shahu Chhatrapati Maharaj of Kolhapur. And we are running various undergraduate program in engineering like chemical, civil, computer, of course AIML. आता कसं आम्ही अल्फाबेटिकची सवय आम्हाला, केमिकल बऱ्याच वर्षापासून होती. आता AIML आमच्याकडे नवीन ॲड झालेलं आहे, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स अँड मशीन लर्निंग. मॅडम बघतायत म्हणजे सिक्वेन्स सरांचा चुकलेला दिसतोय, सवय व्हायला वेळ लागते ना. Electronics, telecommunication, and there is one program again, VLSI design and technology under electronics, which is producing the human resource required for chips in India. Government of India has taken initiative to establish the infrastructure to produce the semiconductor chips in India under Make in India, and for that this particular branch is started, VLSI design and technology. Then we have mechanical engineering, mechanical sandwich. Speciality of this sandwich is that our students are going for internship in the industry for 1 year. Out of 4 years, they are spending 1 year at industry, so they are getting very good practical exposure, hands-on training during this tenure. Then we have robotics and automation. Similarly, we have PG program is almost in all department. We have 5 research programs, and there are around 76 plus research scholars. They are pursuing their doctoral study under various guides. We at AISSMSUE always supporting, promoting students to participate in various activities. So just I was discussing with you about NEP, New Education Policy, but we have started very back, because we have various chapters, various clubs, and through which the students are participating in various activities. They are getting hands-on experience. Again, this is one of the initiative, that is Villegothon. Our NSS team every year conduct this activity. They invite the solution from the students which are beneficial for the villages. And our this NSS unit is very, very strong, very aggressive, I can say. We are not going for 10 days camp only, but throughout year we are conducting various activities at a large scale, because we are under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan also selected 5 villages from Pune, and we are giving us solutions, technical solution in these villages. Just I will give 1 or 2 examples. In one of the villages, they have work on a dam repairing in Kalyan village. There was an issue of water leakages that is surveyed by the faculty and students of civil engineering department. Proposal is completed and design, everything is submitted, and government of Maharashtra sanctioned around 30 lakh plus funding for that, and that is repaired. Of course, some NGOs also supported, and this was the initiative of our NSS. So such type of initiatives NSS is taking, and this Villageathon is really a very good idea. We are expecting typically solutions related to the villages. We are appealing the students to suggest some solutions, and this fortunately recently our students are also participated in an internal Smart India Hackathon. That is one of the big initiative of Government of India. They conduct this Smart India Hackathon every year. They are providing the different problems of different ministries, different organizations, and they are inviting the solution from the students all over India. Every college is participating. Normally this majority engineering colleges or professional colleges are participating, and there are along 50 teams from each college. So you can see the scale of this competition. And yesterday also during inauguration I mentioned this. Our 100 plus team participated. Out of that we have selected 50, best 50, and every team is submitting 2 solutions. So we are submitting 100 solutions, and of course that will be shortlisted at a national level. Shortlisted students are asked to present their protocol, their solution, their project idea in front of the experts at national level. At various metro cities they are organizing this event, and the beauty of this, the student has to continuously work for 36 hours. That is the requirement of hackathon. And again I am mentioning, those who are the participants, they should prepare their mindset. They have to work there for continuous 36 hours. The group of 6 students are there from different divisions, different programs. So it is a multidisciplinary approach is there. I hope students will be presenting their ideas, their concepts, and some of them maybe we can further extend. If you need any support for any idea to be converted into prototype or further in the startup. College is ready to support. Try to get the inputs from your expert while expert visit. You have interaction. Get if you have any small doubt in your mind, get it cleared. Don't keep with you. की मॅडमला काय वाटेल त्यांना माझे मार्क कमी होतील का वगैरे असं भीती मनात राहते. सो डोंट डू दॅट. बोल्डली यू कॅन आस्क. कदाचित तुम्हाला ते चांगलं सोल्युशन किंवा टिप्स मिळतील अँड दॅट विल हेल्प टू अगेन स्ट्रेंथन द क्वालिटी ऑफ युअर project or whatever presentation you are going to deliver, not for this competition, maybe for future point of view. There are students from other colleges also, because this is open for all the students, because this engineering today which we celebrate every year on the occasion of Engineers Day celebrated on 15th of September. That is in the memory of Sir Mokshagandam Vishweswaraya. All departments are participating. I really appreciate all the student coordinator, faculty coordinator and all heads of department for participating this, promoting their students, motivating the students, and they are learning many things through this type of activities. How to work in a team, how to interact with the stakeholders, because we are insisting them to bring the sponsorship from various organizations. So interacting and getting money from any organization is not a simple task. 10 रुपये द्या म्हटलं तर कोणी सहजासहजी देत नाही. It's fact. But they bring sponsorship in lakhs. So I really appreciate the students' efforts, faculty efforts. So मला वाटतं त्यासाठी सगळ्यांनी आपल्यासाठी जोरदार टाळ्या वाजवून स्वागत केलं पाहिजे. And I appreciate and congratulate प्रवीण ताडकर and his entire team. कारण आम्हाला सुरुवातीला वाटत होतं रिस्पॉन्स थोडा मॉडरेट राहतो आहे का, पण कालपासून बघतो आहे चांगला खूप छान रिस्पॉन्स आहे. Yesterday the figure was more than 2000 I think. Today it may again go on, increase the figure. So around 2000 plus participants are participating, not only from Pune, not only from Maharashtra, but they are coming from other states also. मला वाटतं 7-8 स्टेटचे मुलं काल आलेले आहेत. गुजरात असेल, अजून तेलंगणा वगैरे. तो दॅट्स म्हणजे 80 पोहोचलेली आपली बरेच दूरपर. सो क्रेडिट गोज टू ऑल ऑफ यू. And this is the beauty. So these students are coming from various background, various locations, various culture. So have an interaction, try to understand what activities are going their side, give your ideas. So it will win-win for everyone. Try to learn from your peers. So this make use of this platform which is provided, and thank to our management, specifically our Secretary Honorable Sri Maloji Raje Chhatrapati, and our entire managment. They always support us. They motivate us to conduct various activities at large scale. So on this occasion, I thanks to them, and they also given the best wishes to all of you to perform well and showcase your ideas in front of the expert and have a good outcome out of this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words serve not just as a guidance, but as the catalyst for the innovation and ethical rigor we pursue. We now arrive at a segment that will truly set an inspirational benchmark for the SciTech Villegothon 2025. Our chief guest, Dr. Sri Krishna Sartade sir, is a global icon in the world of science and a living example of how research paper can propel national progress. He is currently a distinguished professor in the Department of Physics at Savitribai Phule Pune University, but his journey is what truly captures the spirit of innovation we celebrate today. His works have spanned continents and brought him international acclaim. He is an alumnus of some of the world's finest research institutions, having served as a prestigious Alexander von Humboldt Fellow in Berlin, Germany. He was also a NIMS postdoctorate fellow in Japan. A true indicator of his global standing, he was invited to attend the highly esteemed Nobel laureate meeting in Lindau, Germany. His productivity is nothing short of phenomenal. He has over 100 research publications to his name in reputed international journals, and he has successfully completed 6 government-funded research projects with a collective value of about 1 crore rupees. More importantly for us today, his core research on thin films and nanomaterials is all about real-world and technological application, the exact spirit of this Villegothon. He is a scientist, a visionary, and an inspiration who is shaping the next generation of researchers. Let us give a roaring AISSMS welcome to a true scientific leader, Dr. Sri Krishna Sattade sir.
Namaskar. It's all the dignitaries present on the dais, all distinguished guests, all respected faculty members, passionate, enthusiastic students, all volunteers. It is really both an honor and privilege for me to be in front of you as a chief guest for this particular event. What do you say that it is 20th edition of AISSMS Engineering today, and more specifically this SciTech Villegothon. At the outset, let me thank Sejwal sir and all the organizing committee members for giving me an opportunity to speak in front of you. I believe that, because as you all of you know that I'm a material scientist, I'm working in the university. We are having many symposiums, conferences, workshops, and so on and so forth. But I believe that this particular symposium, this is not a technical symposium, it is actually a movement that brings together the brightest minds of all these engineers. They are like the change makers. They want to make change to the rural India. I remember what Mahatma Gandhi said, that khade khade chala, that the खरा भारत हा नेहमी आपल्या गावामध्ये आहे आणि गावाचा विकास झाला तरच देशाचा विकास होईल. That is what something we should have. So it is always true that if you want to really have Vikasit Bharat, this is what something we are talking about. So Vikasit Bharat cannot achieve unless and until you go to the grassroots. We really need to go to the rural problem, because we know that almost 65% of population is residing in villages. And excluding them and just looking at the urban problems and urban development, it is impossible to have Vikasit Bharat, whatever we believe that in 2047 we are going to achieve that, unless and until we do that. And it's precisely this particular, this village hackathon is looking for it. The topics what they have selected, they are amazing. They are really, for example, they say that water resource management, affordable housing, women empowerment, renewable energy, rural entrepreneurship including agriculture and allied businesses, rural employment, organic farming, rural infrastructure, and so on and so forth. These are all problems which are actually very much relevant for all the rural people. Obviously, because in the villages, you know that now, for example, we are having this, this raining is a problem. There are a lot of issues the farmers are facing now. And what are the solutions we are giving? All those topics will definitely deal with such kind of things. This also I really appreciate the Bormane sir and all his entire team, that what he has already mentioned, that it is a hybrid event. And there are many people, students are coming from all the states, as well as there are many we are going to attend in the online mode. So we are using the technology such that all people can, it is more inclusive and more competitive, and that's way it will be many students will get benefit of by interacting with other people, not from Maharashtra, not from this college, but apart from other part of India, where they are having their own problems. Even in Maharashtra also, you probably know that it is very different, what problem the Marathwada region is facing, all Vidarbha is facing, all western region is facing. So everyone has its own problem, especially in the villages. Same way there will be different problems in different states, and you can interact them and what are the problems they are looking at, how they are providing solution. This will definitely give you some more insight, some more ideas, so that you can implement that is in your research. Coming to the research, this is something, like I want to ask you this question, because if I want to have a research is more impactful research, because we have been doing research in university. So there are two types of research, like whenever I want to do research, there is always one thing is that what I can say that I am finding out the research gap. There's a research gap and there is a research problem. These are two different things. Both are essential part of research. Research gap is something like what I learn, I read the literature, I know what is going on in that particular field, and then I see that, okay, there is something is missing. There is a missing between some knowledge is, there is a gap in the knowledge. For instance, AI is used for, let's say, finding out the yield of, let's say, certain crop. But nobody has used the AI tools for finding out the yield of, let's say, for crop of, let's say, jawar or bajri or something like that. So I will be using that particular idea which has already developed, and I'm going to use it because this is the gap that nobody has tried that particular AI tools for this particular topic. So I will be using that tool for this particular topic, but it is not really impactful, because it is something you are just doing that. Of course it is required, it is useful, but this is not something impactful research. But the research problem, for example, the problem is what is, like facing by the public, a solution to that question, which is, like is it is related to millions of people. For instance, I was just, like watching advertisement on television few days back. So there was this is a problem, like if I see that why farmers are always in a poor conditions, why they commit suicides and so on and so forth. If you know that the main reason is that whatever they produce, they cannot sell to the consumers. As a consumer, even though I want to buy the things, and so that the farmers will get the profit, there are lots of stages where everyone is taking the commission, and at that commission, if they deduct the commission, final value what they get for their product is really like it's negligible. Sometimes it is in negative, because the kind of investment they do, it is more than what the price they get. So therefore you see that the problem is this is the problem, that the problem is we have to reduce, or we have to eliminate all these stages, and there should be a consumer should buy from the farmer should sell to the consumer. Is it exactly the Kisan Connect app is what they have developed? This is something a problem which is very impactful, you see that, and obviously this will have impact on the society, it will be useful for that. So you have to have something like this. This is a problem that I have to identify the problem. What is the problem? This is what I said, that it is related, that there is no direct connection between farmers and the consumer. I also tell, I tell some of the examples what we have been doing. Like we are a physics student, so we are doing some physics. So I will very briefly tell you, we are working on Raman scattering, Professor C.V. Raman effect. So this Raman scattering is what we are having whenever you shine the laser light on any nanoparticles. What happens that there are certain vibrational states which gets activated and you get the Raman signal. So Raman spectroscopy basically used to tell exactly what is there. For example, in your crop or any organic materials, let's say I want to know that what is that, I can know that from this Raman scattering. What we did, we were working on nanoparticles, and we realized that because of there is some kind of phenomena, what is called that localized surface plasmon resonance. This localized surface plasmon resonance gives me some electric field, which you can find out from simulation, that this extremely high electric field which generates around this nanoparticle surface, and this extremely high electric field enhances the Raman signal tremendously. Like if I want to, I get the Raman signal of, let's say, 100 counts, it goes to 10 raised to 7, 8, 10 raised to 10 counts. That's like 6-7 orders of magnitude increase in the Raman signal. That was purely, like scientific curiosity, and we have understood it, and everything was done, and we published a paper, and obviously we learned a lot of science behind that. But then the question we had asked, is it really useful for society? How I can use it for society? And then we identified the research problem. Why I'm telling you, this is one example I'm giving you, because this example will motivate you to find out the research problem. Just don't feel, breach the gap, research gaps. Identify the research problem. Whatever knowledge you are having, now I have to use it for society, all right, or for social relevance. And then what we did, we read about something, and then what we have found out that there is a food FSSAI, this food our regulatory board, our Indian regulatory board, FSSAI. What they do, they basically deals with the food adulteration. You know that food adulteration is a serious problem. Whatever the green vegetables you see, they may not be actual green. There might be some green color. They have put the milk. What you are doing, this is what the melamine might be added. Now the problem of this melamine, which is actually, this is melamine coating, all those things. This melamine is a highly, this cantogenous, means it causes cancer. So it is extremely bad. It's highly toxic for the human beings. But then the problem is that, what is the limit? Therefore, our regulatory board put the limit is that 0.1 milligram in 1 kilo. So this much amount of melamine is allowed, so that, of course it is not allowed, but it should not be more than that. And then if you have the milk products with more than 0.1 milligram per kilo, then you will get the punishment. And the punishments are, there are strict rules, and that you can get you will be behind bar, and there will be a lot of punishment. The point is that whatever the machines you are having, this melamine, what it does, it actually falsifies the fat level. All the villages, that whenever you go to the milk and they say that this is the fat level, if the fat level is better, then you say that the milk is better, but that fat level may not be true, because it is, virtually or artificially increased by this melamine. So we require certain techniques, which what we call the trace detection. Whatever the water we are drinking, for example, there are some dyes which are in the level of like ppb, parts per billion, 10 raised to minus 9 molar, or 10 raised to 6 molar, means 10 raised to minus 9 molar. If such a small concentration of all these dyes, if they are in your water, slowly, it is a slow poisoning, like everybody has, every day I am drinking such kind of water. What will happen afterwards? After few years, so therefore the cases of cancers are increasing in India. It's not because of this, the lifestyle, it's also because of this adulterant. So we realize that we require a technique which will able to detect such a small amount of adulterants. And then we use that phenomena which we have observed just for science, that okay, that Raman signal gets very high, and we know that all this melamine or all this whatever that dyes, all these colors, like they are used for the all vegetables and food items. We use that technology and we developed like what we call the surface enhanced Raman spectroscopy. What we did that we took just a piece of paper and we developed this as a substrate, where we have developed the methodology where we grow these metal nanoparticles. And what we thought that okay, you just put that melamine on this and take the Raman signal, and you can tell that how much melamine is there. We have further used it for this cotton swab. With this cotton swab, I can take for example, any green vegetable or any green fruit, and I will just take the swab of it, and then I will take the Raman signal, and we have shown that we can detect such a small amount like 10 raised to minus 10 molar, which is parts per billion. This whatever that like this small concentration, even though the green P what we are having, it is not green, and it is, suppose you are adulterate with such a small amount, we can detect it. So what we did, from the scientific curiosity, we actually found out the problem. The problem was nothing. This was not problem was our problem was to understand the physics, which we understood. But then the problem for the FSSAI is that to detect because they are having rules. Okay, I want to punish people if you do the crime, but how are you going to find out the crime? Because to detect that adulteration, you require certain technology, which we develop, and our student has, one of my student has presented that in Avishkar. You know that this Avishkar is a competition, research competition, where all the people from all over the Maharashtra, all university came and they participate, and there is a competition, and we won the first prize. So my point is that it is possible. It is possible. You have to find out what is there. So this is one research problem we identified. Another research problem which we have been working on it, again, because I am doing what I am doing, you can think in that way about your research problem. Everybody knows that this is EV technology is there, right? And EV technology, mostly we are working on this lithium based electrode material. And again, you know that what is going on in this, like this changing scenario, worldwide scenario, like the Trump is imposing this tariff and that tariff. They say that why are you buying from this country and not this country, and so on and so forth. There is a lot of things are happening in the world. Every country wants to be, like great. That we also, everybody has its own resources, and if you want to, your technology is depend upon the resources which are available abroad. Like lithium is not something we are having. We are always dependent on the lithium which we will import. So obviously whatever the technology we are going to develop with lithium, we will be always vulnerable. If that country stops to give you the lithium, you will not able to have all these, your EVs will be stopped. So then what we thought, this is what we call the Atmanirbhar Bharat, right? So Atmanirbhar Bharat is something what we are having, we have to use our own resources for our own people. We have to develop the technology. We have to have innovation in such a way that it will be more sustainable, sustainable. When it will be sustainable, and of course it should be economical, affordable, but everything depends upon first the whatever natural resources we are having. Our technology should be based on that. We should have first knowledge of our natural resources. And what we found out that the vanadium ores, like recently in nearby Gujarat, and there are like we found out that many vanadium ores we have detected, and so we are having a lot of vanadium. So vanadium, if there is a vanadium, so we have decided why don't we make electrode materials for this EV technology, for supercapacitors and batteries, which will be based on the resources what we are having. Lithium we do not have. So why don't we make the vanadium base? And then obviously, so we have developed, we are working on it. We have been working, and many my students are working on it. We are working on vanadium based electrode materials, which should behave, which should, again, this is one thing that the resources are there, but we are working on it so that they will behave such that they should be at par of the lithium based electrode material. So we are working on it, and we have developed this vanadium based supercapacitors which are showing excellent results as like the lithium based electrode. And again, this is what the problem we identified, that the problem was what? The resources. So based on that, we have identified the resources, and those problems we have successfully addressed. And unfortunately we didn't win that Avishkar, but we were runner up. So but my point is that it's not something, but we are having some pleasure that we are addressing the problem which is really relevant to the society. So all you engineers and all your research students, what you have to do, you have to identify the problem which is actually like a problem for many people. And when you are having this Villegothon, you are actually working on a problem which is faced by millions of people, because we are talking about like 1.4 billion people we are having in India. So definitely you can think of like that 70% are there in villages. So you are having, that whenever you are looking at it, look at what problems they are facing instead of filling the gap. This is what something I want to tell. I don't know, because all your engineers, you are basically working for solutions, and you give actually solutions. We scientists, we just work in the lab. But this particular Villegothon gives you an opportunity to actually not in the but mostly there's these computer engineers and all engineers are there now working in the that's why many people prefers to be computer engineer. They don't want to work in the factories and all these things. In AC they want to work, but something it is not, it will not be long-term solution. We really require people to go to the field and find out the problems and give the solution. This kind of approach will definitely be helpful for our India national progress and in general for societal progress. So I mean, this is something I want to tell about the research problem, because this is something we are having a competition of research. So I really want, I thought what to say, because you are engineers, we are science, we are the science and engineers are having very different views. Mostly engineers don't care about the science, because I don't want to, you just tell me what, I will just use it. And we just feel that, okay, unless and until I don't understand the science behind it, I will not use it. So any machine, it comes to us, we will first understand the science behind it. How does it work and why should it work like that, and so on and so forth. So there are very different minds, but I think when you are coming to the research problem, I think it, merge, because both of us, in the sense, and even the socialist and even the administrative people, the policy makers, everyone is basically dealing with the problems which are, for the rural background. Wherever there is a rural problem, everyone is working for it, and everybody works together. I think we can find out a sustainable solution. So finally, to all the participants, just don't think it is as a competition. Look at it is for like a opportunity to interact. Just see how other people are working and get the ideas, get the critiques from others, because in research critique is very, very important. And if you know that every research paper, like it goes to many reviewers, and they always try to, because I always tell to my students, the reviewer is always to reject your paper. So you have to should not give any scope that the others will criticize your work. So if that criticism is coming, that criticism should be based on science, and if our understanding of our problem is very well, nobody can criticize your work. And then obviously they will encourage you, they will give you some suggestions, and if that criticism is there, it means that you do not have proper understanding of your problem. There is a scope. You have to look at some fundamentals, some your maybe your programming skill, maybe some mechanical skill, maybe some kind of whatever the problem, the project you are presenting. You really need to work on your some capabilities which are required for that particular project. So to take it positively, like, okay, that this is something is said, I have to look at, I have to improve that part. Nobody is perfect, remember. There is always scope of improvement, and somebody has to tell you that you need improvement in certain region. That particular aspect you should take, and I wish you all the best. You are really working on very important problems. So with this, I really wish you all the best, and I stop here. Thank you.
What an incredibly motivating and powerful message. Thank you, sir, for sharing your profound knowledge and setting such an inspiring benchmark for excellence. Now, I would like to call Ms. Maheshwari Gaikwad for a vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to everyone. I am Maheshwari Gaikwad from 3rd year Computer Engineering and from NSS department. On behalf of AISSMS College of Engineering, it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for today's inaugural ceremony of SciTech Villegothon 2025, a celebration of innovation, creativity, and rural development through science and technology. First and foremost, I extend our deepest gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Sri Krishna Sartare, Sir, Professor, Department of Physics, SPPU, for honoring us with our presence and for sharing such an insightful and inspiring address. Your words will surely motivate our young innovators to contribute towards the development of society. We also extend our heartfelt gratitude to our respected judge, Dr. Sulochana Sonkamble, Professor, Computer Engineering Department, JSPM NTC Nari, for gracing this event and for sharing your valuable time and expertise with us. We are immensely grateful to our respected management members, Shri Ajay Patil, Honorable Treasurer of AISSMS Society, and Advocate Bhagwan Salunke, Chairman of Management Committee, AISSMS Society, for their constant encouragement, support, and blessings. A heartfelt thanks goes to our principal, Dr. D.S. Bormani, whose visionary leadership and encouragement have always been the guiding light behind every innovator of our college. We also acknowledge with gratitude the efforts of Mr. P.S. Tadkar, overall coordinator of ET 2025, for his meticulous planning and tireless dedication in making this event possible. Last but not least, a big thank you to all the faculty members, staff, student volunteers, and participants. Your efforts, energy, enthusiasm are what truly make SciTech Villegothon 2025 a success. With this, we formally conclude the inaugural ceremony and look forward to a day full of innovation, ideas, and impactful solutions for development. Thank you.